Good morning, everybody. Welcome back finally to the channel for another video. It feels so weird to be sitting down and filming for this channel because I have not done so in, my goodness, like over a month now at this point. I think it was like 33 days since I uploaded my last video. And I'm gonna explain all of that for you guys today because I know that a lot of people have been asking me. I've been getting a lot of emails, a lot of comments on both my channels, kind of wondering what is going on. And then I have the random people that just haven't watched me in a little while and then they come back and they're like, what the heck is happening? So I'm gonna explain all of that for you guys today. And then I also have a bit of a Mounjaro recap. I have officially finished my first 2 months on compounded Tirzepatide or compound Zepbound Mounjaro. And so I have, my first full month sort of recap to share with you guys. So without further ado, we're just gonna go ahead and jump into it because I have a lot to talk to you guys about and I'm hoping to keep this relatively short. My daughter is sitting over there watching a YouTube video actually, and the 4 dogs that are currently at my house are all in my bedroom, which is like right there. So hopefully everybody's quiet for, the 20 minutes or whatever that it takes me to film this. I do want to say that I have been also filming, which I'm filming today, actually, a what I eat in a day video. A lot of you guys have been asking for those as well. So now that I've got my nutrition, for the most part, back under wraps, we're gonna be doing that as well. So hopefully you will get that video. Today is Tuesday. Hopefully you will get that one on Thursday. Okay, let's go ahead and jump right on into this. We are going to start with YouTube and what happened and what went on and how they fixed it and all of that stuff, because it is officially, I got an email yesterday, Monday, telling me that it is officially fixed. So I don't have to worry about any of the issues. And they added, from what I can see in AdSense, they added the money from, it technically is March's money because you get paid so in May, you're getting paid for April. So March and April will both come in May, which should be sometime this week. So they're paying me back and everything is fine. But let me go ahead and tell you what happened. So essentially back in April, when I went to check my payment, which I do, they usually will send you an email that'll be like, hey, check your most recent payment. And that's how I know I've been paid. It's never consistently the same day. It's always within the same couple of days, but it's never consistent on the same day every month. So usually I just wait for me to get that email and then I will go and look. And when I went and looked in April, it was significantly short. For March, 2/3 of my income came from this channel and the other third came from my homemaking channel. And that's actually a flip-flop. My homemaking channel used to make me more money and it's switched over the past few months as I've sort of invested more time and more energy and posted more on this channel. This one has grown more. So 2/3 of my income was missing in April. And I reached out to just the typical YouTube support through Studio and asked them hey, what happened? And they could not tell me. The nicest guy, his name is Jerome. I dealt with him throughout this whole process, but he was like, I can't see that you violated anything on either of your channels. There's been no strikes against you, but they did for some reason put a restriction or a limitation or whatever on your revenue. So they did hold it. They put a hold. That's the word I was looking for. They put a hold on your revenue for that channel, but I can't really see why. I can't see any reason why. So what he did was he forwarded it into their internal team and they have been doing an investigation. The internal team, whoever they are, because I never talked to anybody from the internal team, but they've been doing an investigation for the past month. And to be honest, I was starting to grow very irritated because every time I would reach out to somebody, to Jerome, sometimes Jerome would answer me. Sometimes it would be if he was off, somebody else would answer me. But I would check out every couple of days or check in every couple of days. And they would always say, we still don't know what's going on. They're still doing this internal investigation and we will update you as soon as we know something. And that is pretty much the response that I got for a solid month. In fact, I never, you're gonna hear, never ended up finding out what happened. So yesterday I actually texted or I emailed Jerome and I was like, listen, I'm getting a tad bit irritated. I feel like I've been very nice and very patient through all this. You've essentially just like, YouTube has essentially just like held my revenue with no explanation, just decided they weren't gonna pay me, won't tell me why, whatever. And so that was probably not my nicest email. Sorry about that, Jerome. But within, I guess, well, actually right after I sent that email, I was like, I'll just check AdSense. And I went and looked and noticed that they had added the revenue back to AdSense. So I emailed him back and I was like, yo, sorry about that, but can you confirm that it's fixed now? So he emailed me back and said, yes, it is fixed. We've lifted the hold off of your revenue. All of the revenue that you are owed has been added back and you will receive it this month. However, I still do not know what I did wrong. Nobody ever told me, but I do have a hunch from all of the research that I've been doing onto like why stuff like this happens. And the one like little snippet from anybody that I got said something about chargebacks or significant, something that's off from your normal can flag the system. So if you suddenly make way more money than you normally do or something like that. Now in March, I did not only make probably like double what I normally do because I posted a lot of videos that month, but I also had one of you guys, which I'm definitely not blaming you for this. This is in no way anybody's fault, but I had one of you guys leave me a super thanks that was pretty significant, very generous super thanks. And that's a whole thing that we could go into. But if you don't know what a super thanks is, it's essentially a way to like tip the creator. I do not recommend you do that. Because first off, YouTube takes 40%. So if you leave somebody $100, they're keeping 40 of it. So you're not really, the person that you are wanting to give $100 to or whatever is not getting that $100. They're getting 60 of it. So I had somebody leave a very generous super thanks. And on top of me already earning more, I think that that is what flagged the system. I had never received, I've received super thanks, but never in that amount. And I think that that had a lot to do with it. I think that that kind of triggered it and flagged the system. I don't have a like 100% answer for that. A lot of people were wondering if it was the video where I split the pens because that can be controversial, but that video still has monetization on it. I have not received any claims or any flags or any violations on that video. And typically, if you don't know how YouTube works, when you do something wrong, they will flag it and you get an email and it'll say like, hey, you did this wrong. You have this copyright claim, you violated this rule, and they will tell you how you can go about fixing it. Like either eliminate this portion of the video and like re-upload it, or you can submit a, like appeal or whatever. But I never received anything like that. So I really do have this feeling in my heart that it was the increased earnings amount that caused it to be flagged, and they just wanted to like look into it. The only other thing that I did in that month was I finally opened an Amazon store. And so when you guys were going, it was the same time that I did that pen splitting video. So when you guys were going and purchasing the supplies through the link that I had, I was earning like a kickback, like an affiliate link, which I disclosed. And there's a whole disclaimer in my description box talking about that. But that's the only other thing. I think just kind of the combination of all of those things is what caused the problem. But never fear, it is fixed. I am back, and I can finally stop confusing people by putting weight loss content on a homemaking channel, because people are getting confused over there. So we're gonna put it all back here where it belongs. So there's kind of what happened with YouTube. I'm not really worried about it anymore. It's fixed. Hopefully it will be fixed going forward. But if you do for some reason decide to leave a super thanks, I don't know. Just don't do it. I don't know. Maybe reach out some other way and I'll leave you my PayPal or something. Like, you don't even have to worry about doing anything like that. But I do think that that's what triggered it. Okay. So now that we've discussed 10 minutes of YouTube, let's go ahead and get into the Mounjaro. So as you guys know, I have been with Orderly Meds for 2 full months now. I just received my 3rd shipment from them. And I want to kind of talk about how I've been doing, the changes that Orderly Meds has made, and all of that. Also, there are now 105 of you that have signed up through my link because I can see how many people do. And I want to know how you guys are doing. If you're one of the ones that signed up under me, I want to know what you feel about Orderly. If you like them, if you don't like them, you're not going to hurt my feelings, but I want to know. I want to know how you guys are doing on your Tirzepatide from Orderly. And if you are getting it from there, which pharmacy is sending your medicine. I get mine from Red Rock, but I've also heard on there that you will get ones from different pharmacies depending on the month and the amount that they have to fill and all of that. So 2 months. Okay, so I'm 2 months into the compounded Tirzepatide. I weigh the exact same, literally to the ounce, which is 169.2 that I did on the first day of the first time I took the shot. I keep a notebook where I write down my weigh-ins every week. When I do a shot, I do an official weigh-in, and I weighed the exact same amount 8 weeks ago when I started the compound. So it is doing exactly what I want it to do, which is maintain my weight loss. I'm on maintenance now, and so not looking to lose weight. I'm currently taking about 7.5 milligrams a week. I do the 15 milligram prescription because you're paying the same price no matter what strength you get through Orderly. And so I get the 15 and it lasts me a little bit longer. Orderly actually did just very recently change how they are doing things to where you can now check in when you want to. So you don't necessarily have to order with them every single month. You can go 6 weeks, you can go 8 weeks. You can use them as needed when you can't find your other medication, like when you can't find name brand, you can use Orderly and do it that way. That's one of the big changes that I'm really enjoying about them, is that you don't have to go in monthly and check in. You can pick your own check-in date and you won't be charged until you do the check-in process, which I love. Instead of it being a monthly thing, like a lot of other telehealth companies are, a lot of them charge you a monthly fee no matter what. Orderly, A, does not do that, and B, now they allow you to skip months if you want to or whatever. You go in and it's pick your next check-in date, and you literally just type in when you want to do it, and that is just really awesome, and I love that. So that has been really helpful for me to not have to order it necessarily every single month. The medicines are good for 6 to 8-ish weeks after you puncture the vial, so you can, in theory, make one vial last 2 months. So that is what I have been doing. So I've been injecting 7.5 milligrams. I've been altering my site a lot more than I have previously. When I was on the name brand, I only did my thighs. I've actually been alternating my thighs, my arms. I've done my stomach once or twice. Wasn't really a fan of that, but my arms I like. And so I've been altering my things. I feel the exact same as I did on regular Mounjaro. And I know that that is such a topic when you get into the compounded world, is if the compound is going to be as effective as the name brand, which is why I want all of you that have signed up under me, or not under me, I don't, I'm not this isn't an MLM, I'm not getting anything from it, but who have signed up through my link, I want you guys to come out and kind of say how you feel about it. Let me know if you've noticed any difference between the branded and the compounded. I personally have not. I feel like it's the exact same thing, and I am somebody, I'm one of the OGs, right? There are so many, y'all, people on YouTube now talking about their Zepbound and their Mounjaro journeys, and I love to see it. I love to watch it. But there are a few of us, like me and Countess and Chrissy G, that have been around since the very beginning, documenting our Mounjaro journeys, or Zepbound, Tirzepatide journeys. And, we know what we're feeling, and we know what we're talking about for the most part. So we've been through all of the up and downs and all of the plateaus and all of the shortages and all of that, the three of us, and there's a couple more. David Knapp is one, on the pen with David Knapp, I think is what his channel is. So we know what we're talking about. So for the most part, I feel the exact same. My side effects are the same as when I started on the regular pen. Usually for the first day or two, I have a little bit trouble sleeping, and then that ever-present fullness feeling in our stomach that is what I think people start to get used to when they're on Mounjaro. So I am loving the compounded Tirzepatide. I have no plans to go back. I feel so much better now that I don't have to go through that monthly thing of, is my medicine going to be in? Are they going to be able to use the savings card? Are they going to be able to get it when I need it? Is it gonna work? Is my doctor gonna refill the prescription? All of the things that I used to have to worry about on a monthly basis that I just don't have to worry about anymore. And I feel so much better, so much lighter. Also, I wanted to touch on 2 more things very quickly. I promise. I know this has been a longer video than what I normally make, but 2 more things very quickly. The first one, I wanted to give you guys a little update on how I've mentioned that I've been feeling off the last couple of weeks. So I do think somebody commented and said that it was kind of like the coming down from phentermine, and I agree. So I mentioned that I've been taking like 3 to 4 days a week I was taking it, and that is something that I was not used to doing. And it was this cycle. I wasn't taking it for hunger suppression. I was taking it for energy because it's essentially speed. And it was like this never ending cycle. Then I wouldn't sleep, but then I would take it again and then I wouldn't sleep again. It was just this whole thing. So I think that the like bad mood, the feeling down was a combination of coming off of that or just stopping that. And also the weather, it rained for a solid 2 weeks here in North Carolina. Like literally never stopped raining. So I think that that had a lot to do with it, but I am feeling a lot better, and I'm not struggling with that anymore. So I wanted to touch on that. And the other thing very quickly, nope, I totally just forgot what it was that I wanted to say. Like literally just went poof out of my brain. So apparently I don't want to say that because I don't remember what it was. I don't know. Can't remember. So we are going to have, like I mentioned, a what I eat in a day video soon. The emoji of the day is going to be sunshine. I'm not sure if I've already done that one yet, but the sun is shining finally, and I am ready for it. My kids have 2 more days of school, and then it's going to be over, and it is going to be sunshine and beach and all of that stuff. And the pool that we joined, I'm ready for it. I'm here for it. Let's do it. So those are my little updates that I wanted to give you guys today. I hope that you enjoyed it. I'm so glad to be back on this channel, y'all. This is my I'm not gonna lie, this is my channel. This is my favorite channel that I get to sit down and chat with you guys about life and about all of the things, and I love it. I have a couple of videos coming for you. Like I said, the what I eat in a day, and then a new Zepbound study just came out that I really wanna kind of unpack and go over with you guys, and a few other things. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Drop a sunshine emoji, and I will see you guys on Thursday with a what I eat in a day. Thank you guys so much for watching. Love you guys so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.